says U-turn after public outrage. NDTV asks the big questions. Supreme Court sharply questions the legal status of Rohingya refugees living in India and asks whether intruders should be given a red carpet welcome while the country's own citizens grapple with poverty. It's the biggest message on Rohingyas ever by India's top court. Suspense over the condition of former Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan ends after his sister meets him at the Rawalpindi Central Prison and confirms that he is alive and well but being mentally tortured and isolated. And in a significant piece of relief for director Aditya Dhar's Ranveer Singh starrer Dhurandhar, the Central Board of Film Certification has cleared the last hurdles that had cast uncertainty on its impending release. But on the show tonight on India Matters, we're putting on the table the breakfast diplomacy 2.0 between Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and his deputy DK Shivakumar in Karnataka. The BJP says it's an optical illusion. The Congress wants the Karnataka public to think all is well, but I'm going to tell you why all is definitely not well, and it's reflecting on the High Command, including Rahul Gandhi. Story number 2 tonight. With Putin headed to India 2 days from now, the big main course on the table is the S-500. You already know of the S-400. The S-500, I tell you all about it tonight. And at 8:30, Imran Khan zinda hai. How did NDTV break the story first? What did his sister say? And why is this a huge shame for the Asim Munir dispensation in Pakistan? I'll tell you. And finally, how a tweet of mine on NDTV has completely exposed Pakistan's embarrassing, dishonest, and irresponsible fraud in the name of humanitarian relief material for Sri Lanka. Truly, truly shocking stuff. You don't want to miss that story. Let's get straight first to our top story. If one breakfast for the cameras was not enough proof that all is not well between Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar, a second breakfast this morning confirms it beyond debate. I don't think the people of Karnataka are fooled even slightly. They know that these choreographed photo ops are not unity meals, but peace treaties written in chutney and chicken curry. That's apparently what they ate. The brutal truth is this, viewer, tonight. There is an active and restless battle for the Bengaluru throne, throwing governance to the proverbial dogs. Now, there is a chief minister who does not want to move, and there is a deputy who believes the chair has been promised to him. The only thing in more disarray than the Congress in Karnataka is the BJP in Karnataka. And these optics have just thrown the BJP a very valuable lifeline in many ways. Because every fake smile, every staged breakfast, and every forced compliment is only arming the BJP with more ammunition to regroup and rebuild before local elections that are coming up soon and the big assembly election 2.5 years from now. Now, the Congress High Command has never looked more clumsy or more powerless. Mallikarjun Kharge, the Congress president, wants the power-sharing promise he made to DK Shivakumar in 2023 to be honored, because if it is not, he will look like a president simply with no authority. Rahul Gandhi, on the other hand, is believed to want continuity with Siddaramaiah because it suits his caste-based comfort zone. The question now is not who deserves the chief minister's chair. The question is whether the Congress will let its president salvage his credibility, or whether the leadership will once again bend over backwards to protect Rahul Gandhi, who looks more interested in giggling outside Parliament and fiddling with his phone than running his party and fixing this obvious festering crisis. Karnataka is watching, and a second breakfast has revealed more than any press conference ever could. Let's go straight across to Executive of TM Veera Raghav, who's been breaking all the big twists and turns over this political chutney, which is soon, like I just heard you say, Veera, going to become butter chicken in a few days from now when the two leaders likely head to the national capital. But a second breakfast to project unity once again. What's going to happen once they come to Delhi apart from the butter chicken, Veera?
Well, I don't know, Shiv. Look, I think till the High Command takes a decision, everyone will say that we will abide by the High Command's decision. Once the High Command takes that decision, then you will know the real reaction to it. Tomorrow, remember, Siddaramaiah will be bumping into KC Venugopal, and I'd see that meeting very closely, though it's just on the stage at Mangalore University for an event. May not be extraordinarily political in terms of the optics there, but what's being communicated between the leaders and the High Command would be crucial. As we've been saying, that there was a definite decision that there needs to be categorical clarity on the road ahead before the winter session of the Karnataka Assembly begins. In fact, they tried to attempt it even before the winter session of the Parliament began. But I think the Congress High Command has taken this decision that they need categorical optics of unity in Karnataka. And that's why the Chief Minister and his deputy have been having breakfasts after breakfast, perhaps more lunches and dinners as well in the offing. But remember, Shiv, both sides know their vulnerabilities. Both sides know what they are lacking and what they need at this time. Shiv Kumar knows very well that he can't have an abrupt takeover. Siddaramaiah knows that there has to be a transition at some point of time. Yeah. So how this plays out will emerge over the next few days. Perhaps clarity only in 2026, may not have clarity in 2025.
Veera, thanks very much for joining us. Veera Raghav and his team in Bengaluru, remember, has made this a national media headline. We've set the agenda with this story. Veera, we'll keep coming back to you for the many more expected twists and turns between now and the 8th, which I'm sure will be reported first here on NDTV. But the High Command, how is the High Command looking in all of this? The two leaders are having breakfast. DK Shivakumar's brother, the powerful DK Suresh, was also there. He's the man sitting on the right-hand side of that table. But how does this make the High Command look? Well, President Kharge, like I said, is keen on a decision on transition because he has promised DK Shivakumar personally in 2023 that he will be made Chief Minister after 2.5 years. That 2.5-year mark has passed, and with every day that passes, Mallikarjun Kharge is looking less and less credible, and the High Command is being taken for a ride. Rahul Gandhi, we are told, is not fully convinced on change. Meanwhile, DKS and Siddaramaiah are set to come to Delhi, like you just heard Veera Raghav say, on the 8th of December to meet the High Command, which cannot even take a decision. Siddaramaiah may seek a delay in the decision till sometime in February or March. The Congress brass will have to give some assurance to DK Shivakumar, and that remains the big question. What kind of assurance is he willing to buy if the assurance given to him by the Congress president, no less, that there will be a time when he becomes the Chief Minister, which is after 2.5 years, has not been honored? How does this make the High Command of India's second largest party look at this time if Siddaramaiah is simply having his way? Joining me live now is former Karnataka Chief Minister Jagdish Shettar, who has been with the Congress party. Now he's a Lok Sabha MP of the BJP. Live with me, Mr. Shettar, thank you for your time, sir. Welcome. Good to see you. What are you making of this, projected unity between the two leaders? You know both these leaders very well. What is your reading of this situation, sir? It seems like neither Mr. Siddaramaiah nor Mr. Shivakumar is willing to back off.
Last 3-4 months, there is a serious infighting is going on in between CM and DCM and with his followers. And last 1 week, it is a very serious matter in between the CM and DCM. Infighting is very serious, and looking into all these things, High Command given the direction to both. You have arranged a breakfast in between you and CM and DCM because on 8th December, there is a session, assembly session is going on in Belagavi. For that purpose, this is only interim arrangement and only this stopgap arrangement. It is stopgap arrangement. So, it is not a serious thing, and High Command ought to have taken the decision because of infighting in between CM and DCM, entire administration is collapsed in Karnataka. Yeah. And farmers in every district, farmers started agitation to purchase of the their crops by MSP in respect of MSP. Even the government is not ready to purchase in the MSP as fixed by the central government, because they have no financial funds is in the treasury of the Karnataka. So infighting is go, and they are neglecting the problems of the people. So welfare of the Karnataka is coming down, and the entire machinery of the government is coming down. So because of this infighting, they are looking into their interest only, and CM wants to continue for entire 5 years, and DCM Shivakumar wants immediately change as per the agreement.
Mr. Shettar, I want to ask you about that relationship.
What are the agreements taken place?
I want to ask you about that relationship, sir. If Mallikarjun Kharge and the leadership has promised DK Shivakumar that he will be the chief minister after 2.5 years, how is it, in your view, that Mr. Siddaramaiah is able to defy the High Command? How is he able to defy that?
That is a question. Even High Command, even Mallikarjun Kharge is from the Karnataka.
Yeah.
He know everything. What has the agreement taken place in between CM and DCM in front of the High Command, 3-4 leaders? Nobody is ready to disclose all these things. If the agreement was not there, why it is infighting started? Why DK Shivakumar started fighting to become the CM?
Correct.
They have to disclose it. And now in the breakfast also, after meeting of the breakfast, if DK Shivakumar and CM Siddaramaiah sit together and address the media, that if all is well, then DK Shivakumar has to address the media and tell the society, tell the state that Siddaramaiah will continue for the 5 years. he is not ready. So this is only a show off for this time being. It is a stopgap arrangement, and to face the assembly session from 8th December. For that, this is only face shaving. And another thing is, High Command become very weak in the entire nation, and in the solving the problem of the Karnataka, High Command become very weak. Because of this weakness of the High Command, this infighting is going on. It is lost to the Karnataka people.
No, Mr. Shettar, Mallikarjun Kharge is an interested party. He is from Karnataka. He may have his own preference. He has given the promise to DK Shivakumar. What about the Gandhis? Why are they not able to take a decision and impose their decision on Siddaramaiah and in Karnataka? Why are the Gandhis not able to do that? I thought they were all powerful in the Congress party.
They are powerful, I know, they are powerful, but now they are in not a position to take the risk. What happens in the Rajasthan fight in between Ashok Gehlot and the pilot? They lost the state. Here also, in so many states also, they are not in a position to take the risky decisions. High Command become very weak, and they have to take the advice of the AIC President, Mallikarjun Kharge, what will be the next phase. But I think Mallikarjun Kharge become helpless. In Bangalore, one statement he has given that everything will be solved by the High Command. Who is High Command? AIC President is not High Command. He is shifting to the response to the High Command means he is helpless. So they are not at all taking advice of the even Mallikarjun Kharge also. He knows everything about the political scenario of the entire Karnataka. And what is the strength of the CM and DCM? Everything he knows. Why they are not taking advice from the Mallikarjun Kharge?
Your point is very well made, Mr. Shettar. Before I come back to you, I just want to take your point a little forward, because right now, the point you made about the High Command and the leadership looking very weak, they are vulnerable, they are not able to take any risks. Look at the things that are happening under their watch right now, apart from this fight between Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar. There is disarray, there is distraction, and there is indiscipline aplenty happening on this particular Congress leadership's watch. Renuka Chaudhary brings a dog to parliament, that becomes a big headline. Shashi Tharoor skips 2 key Congress meets, that becomes a headline. Suspended Kerala MLA Rahul Mamkutathil absconding for 5 days, that is a huge headline. Member of Parliament Tariq Anwar says heads should roll for the Bihar disaster. That is also a big story. Veerappa Moily, former Congress Karnataka Chief Minister, member of the G23, blames the Gandhis directly for the Karnataka feud. No action is taken. So, Mr. Shettar, your point is correct that the the leadership and the high command, specifically the Gandhis, are unable to take action against many of these people, despite actions of this kind being almost unheard of in the Congress party. At one point of time, there was a great deal of discipline. But now with many election losses, it seems like different leaders are doing whatever they want.
Yes, that is the high command of the Congress, because when there is an agreement in between CM and DCM in front of the high command for 2.5 years, why they are not going to implement it? Honestly, they are becoming the talking points. Why it is? If that agreement was not there, they have to say, high command has to say clearly, there was no agreement, we elected Siddaramaiah for the 5 years. They have to say it. If not, they call the both CM and DCM, this agreement was there, you resign and hand over to the DK Shivakumar. Why they are not taking risk? Because there is apprehension. Because in the entire state, entire nation, the Karnataka is a big state and a resourceful state. It has become the ATM for the high command. So they are not in a position to take the risk. They are apprehended that this infighting may collapse the government at all. So for that purpose, they are not in a take any decision with risky decision.
Final question, Mr. Shettar, and I want to ask you to be specific about this. What are they scared of? What is the leadership scared of? When you say collapse, what do you mean? Are you saying that something will happen to the government? Because in public view, a transition of power means one chief minister steps aside, the other chief minister takes over, but the government will continue. Why are you saying it will collapse?
Because CM wants to, very emotionally, he wants to continue as a 5 years. And DCM, DK Shivakumar he wants at any cost, he wants to become the CM. So this infighting is very serious. According to my experience, political experience, I have seen so many governments. These infighting between two persons, not any other Congress leaders, only two persons. Because he was a KPCC president and Siddaramaiah is CM. So it ends to collapse of the government.
Interesting, and these words carry weight, Shettarji, because you are a former chief minister of Karnataka. You have literally been in the hot seat. You have been in both parties. You've been in the Congress party. Now you're with the BJP, so you have a perspective on both sides as well. So I take your point on this. It's a very precarious and risky situation that the Congress currently in is. Jagdish Shettar, thank you very much for speaking to me tonight on India Matters here on NDTV. Let's go straight to our debate tonight. Dr. L. Hanumantaiah, senior leader of the Congress, former member of parliament in the Rajya Sabha, is with us. Dr. Sudha Halkai is spokesperson of the BJP in Karnataka. Welcome to you both. Dr. Hanumantaiah, I'll come to you first. You heard what Mr. Shettar just said. He said it is a dangerous situation where a decision is not being taken and a promise made to DK Shivakumar not being honored, risks the stability of the Congress government in Karnataka. How would you respond to that? Dr. Hanumantaiah first.
No, first of all, the chief minister will be elected by the MLAs. It is not just the High Command who nominates. It is not the just High Command who tell the name and create a chief minister. It is not so. It is the opinion of the MLAs. Majority MLAs opinion who enjoys will become the chief minister. This is number one. It is true that Shivakumar is fighting for the chief minister post, provided there is a change by the MLAs. If the MLAs opine that, yes, we want a change in the chief ministership, yes, it is a fact. But right now, the High Command has taken a wise decision of not taking a decision on that when the session is on 8th of this month. That is number one. Number two, no MLAs except 4, 5, 6, 7 who have gone to Delhi and lobbied for the change or for the leadership.
Yeah.
But majority of the MLAs are intact. They have not said anything yet that we want a change. So the High Command has taken a decision. Right now, we are not going to change. There should not be any activity, anti-party activity. please go together. And I am sure since 2 days, the Chief Minister Siddaramaya and Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivkumar are joining hands each other and giving a message to the people of Karnataka that we are not quarreling for power.
Okay.
We are not doing any anti-party activity against the opinion of the people. So, today also, where the Chief Minister has gone to the house of the residence of the Deputy Chief Minister for breakfast, and yesterday it was the Deputy Chief Minister who visited Chief Minister's house. It shows and it conveys that we have no differences on the lines of power sharing.
But Dr. Hanumantayya, surely you would
very
concede
important
that
issue.
in
And
the
I heard
Congress
what Shri.
with both these leaders saying that they will abide by what the High Command says, the MLAs become irrelevant. The MLAs have all fought on a party symbol, sir. They have to abide by what the High Command wants. It is not about if it was about the MLAs, then Siddaramaya would not have needed to come to Delhi. There would not need to be Rahul Gandhi making a decision. Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge has made a promise, would not need to be embarrassed.
You are right in this respect. No, both the leaders have agreed for the opinion of the MLAs. They have said openly, yes, let there be an opinion of MLAs and take a decision by the High Command. Even if the High Command says, we will take a decision, it is on the basis of the legislators only. The High Command cannot take a decision on their own without the opinion of the legislators.
But sir, what about the promise to D.K.
Very correct.
Shivkumar then?
The High Command ultimately, the promise is we will take a call as what your request is. Please wait. You cannot go rushing towards the power, rushing towards the chair. You can't do that. Please wait. We will give the decision at the right time after taking the opinion of all the MLAs and the political Congress leaders of the state. And the repercussions of the power changing in Karnataka will also matters much.
Yeah.
That is the reason. Please wait. We will call you back. We will give you the decision. You abide by our decision. That is the reason Chief Minister Siddaramaya, Deputy Chief Minister Shivkumar has said we will abide by the decision.
Why is the BJP saying that this is an optical illusion? The Congress says we will take a decision that suits us. We don't want to rush into anything. We want to make sure that all demands are met properly in a fair way. They understand that it is a risky situation. That emotions are at play and they don't want to rush into any decision right now. What's wrong with that? Why is the BJP attacking them?
Very good evening, Shiv. Tell me one incident where the BJP leaders have asked who is going to be the next CM. We are absolutely not bothered who is going to be the next CM because all that is happening is entire Karnataka is burning and all the burning issues are kept aside. And these people are talking about Nati Koli and the message and the show what they're projecting to the entire world today is so shameful, Shiv. There's so many crises going on and they have marginalized all these crises and they've come up to the crisis of the leadership. Where is one incident where the BJP has asked who is going to be the next CM? It is all these followers of D.K. Shivkumar and the followers of Siddaramaya who are going and praying in the temples and the seers of the mutts. They are saying that their community leader has to be the next CM and all the administration is completely collapsed today. And this is what is happening. And the farmers are dying today. Who is listening to the farmers? Who are listening to the government employees, especially the teachers? They have not got salaries since months. Shiv, just imagine what will be their condition. And the roofs of the schools are absolutely collapsed. They're falling off. Infrastructure has gone to dogs. Everything, law and order especially, and the startups have gone down by 40%. Shiv. During the BJP government, we had the highest unicorn setups, highest FDI investment. Where are the FDI investment today? They all are shifting to the neighboring states. We are all that is bothered. The BJP is bothered is about the people, the farmers, the women, the students, and the employment, everything. Karnataka has gone 20 years back, Shiv. It is not a joke.
Dr. Hanumantayya, point made, Dr. Sudha. Dr. Hanumantayya, I want to bring you back in. The BJP was not in a very good place after the 2023 defeat.
Come on.
But this leadership tug of war between Mr. Siddaramaya and D.K. Shivkumar has given the BJP so much ammunition, sir. It's almost like you've allowed them to galvanize and regroup before local body elections. You've given them an issue to the people. There are so many examples in the country of leadership, costing the Congress elections. You've given the BJP an issue, sir. and they did not really have an issue to take to the people.
No. No, Karnataka, the administration has not changed. There is no change in the administration. See, yesterday, just 2 days before,
Not
the
accepted, sir.
crop
Not accepted.
loss to the farmers, thousands of crores has been
So why are
credited to
3,000
the
farmers
accounts of the
committed suicide?
farmers.
They're setting
That we
ablaze
must know.
fire openly in
And
the public. Why is
law
that
and order
happening? Why
situation
there
in
is a blind
Karnataka.
towards the farmers?
Madam, 1 minute. The law and order situation in Karnataka is much better than the normal position of the BJP rule. When BJP
Absolutely
rule
no,
was
sir.
there,
40%
the law and order
crimes against
was
women is
totally
increased in
collapsed.
Karnataka
That situation
compared to
is
the
not
previous
there.
years when there was
Dr.
BJP
Parameshwar,
government.
who is our home minister, today, just listen to me.
Sir,
just listen to
he
me.
is one of the most weakest home ministers we
Karavali-
have
One at a
ever
time,
had.
one at a time. Let me
Most
finish.
weakest.
I'll come back to you.
Hot cake is very cool, and people are not doing any comments there, are not doing any criminal activity there in that Karavali area. So that means in Karnataka, collapse of administration is only an allegation. It is not a fact. Second, when it is a fact that BJP has no issue in Karnataka to tackle, they are not worried about farmers, they are not worried
Parappana
about communal
Hagraha,
issues,
the
and they are
central
worried
jail in
about
Bangalore
but-
is given a paradise to the prisoners, to the
change in
most
the
wanted
leadership,
terrorists
and if there is a
globally,
confusion,
and to all
they
the
will have
murderers.
work. But I am telling you, it is not a fact that there is a collapse in the administration.
But Dr. Hanumantaya, you will
day.
Dr. Hanumantaya, you will
Just
concede.
10 seconds, I need to go.
Attending all
Shoot, just
the
10 seconds, I'll
Okay,
put for my
yeah.
word. I need to go.
Quickly, but from Dr. Sudha, then I'll go to
Yeah,
R.K.
yeah.
Upadhyay, who's also joined. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I'll tell you, the Parappana Hagra, where the most globally wanted terrorist is there, he is given a paradise welcome. Like, he's given 2 mobiles and everything. There is one serial rapist, there is one murderer. All are given, everything, all the comforts of the 5-star hotel is given to them. And Dr. Hanumantaya is saying that law and order is not collapsed in Karnataka. And all controversial statement he is giving that, all the MLAs are the ones who have to
Okay.
decide where the president of the high command.
Okay, I don't want to go into too many specifics. I don't want to go into too many specifics, but I think the truth of the matter is that some of these issues seem disproportionately amplified now, Dr. Hanumantaya, with this leadership tussle, happening and playing out before the public. Because the Karnataka public will be seeing Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar.
All the work is
There's a
standstill
tug of war
over
going
here,
on
everything
over
is set
leadership,
aside.
and the Karnataka public who are facing some of these issues. I take your point when you say the BJP may be trying to exaggerate. That is the nature of politics. But the truth of the matter has to be somewhere in the middle. And at the end of the day, those problems will seem outsized compared to when things are actually peaceful between the two leaders. I want to bring R.K.
Sure,
Upadhyay.
just one second, Shiv, just
Let
one
me-
second.
let-
I'll tell you, just one
Can I
second.
come in,
please.
Shavin?
Let me bring
Yeah.
R.K. Upadhyay and I'll come back to you, Dr. Sudha. Yes,
Shiv, I
yes,
had a
Mr.
little
Upadhyay,
problem
go
with
ahead.
the,
You've
the
heard the
network
conversation so
issues.
far. What would you like to add?
See, I had network issues, and that's the reason why I'm joining late. You know what Siddaramaiah has achieved in the last 2 breakfast meetings and then the subsequent press conferences, that is a master class in politics. He has shown Shivakumar that he's still a bacha when it comes to politics. He has not achieved, he's given an inch to Shivakumar, and then given an impression that everything is honky-dory in Karnataka politics. So Shivakumar, he is making Shivakumar sitting next to him and then saying that there is no problem in Karnataka. We are all doing very well, fine and all that. But has he considered anything? Nothing at all. In the last 10 days, the only issue that Shivakumar had was that there was a promise from the High Command that he will be given the second term of 2.5 years.
Yeah.
But even that has now been completely diffused the way Siddaramaiah has conducted over the last 2 breakfast meetings and the press conferences, where he has said there is no crisis. There's no crisis. Who is talking about the crisis? So that being the case, I think the ball is now in the High Command, and unless the High Command intervenes and finds a solution, nothing is going to happen.
Basically, Mr. Siddaramaiah has made the High Command look very weak. He is playing the High Command. I agree with Mr. Upadhyay, Dr. Hanumantaya, I agree with
Exactly.
that Mr. Siddaramaiah is appearing very strong. He has shown who's the boss in Karnataka,
Siddaramaiah,
both to the High Command and to DK Shivakumar.
no,
Exactly.
it is It is said by Siddaramaya first time that both of us will going to listen to the High Command. Whatever High Command says, I will agree as well as Shiv Kumar will have to agree. This is what he has said. That means that he never thought that High Command is a weak. He never thought that. But
that they have no choice.
there is a confusion among the people.
Sure, can I
because of
put
the
forth some
media,
words?
that this
Sir,
confusion
he is
always
playing
remains.
politics with the High Command. Your own High Command is not able to make any decision.
Exactly.
And I think Rahul Gandhi also likes
No.
this impasse to continue. He doesn't want to solve the problem, which is what Siddaramaya is playing on. So please
No,
accept it.
this is not the time
Please
to take a
accept the
decision by
fact
any High
that
Command. I
Siddaramaya
tell you,
is on the
this is not the time
upper
to
hand.
take
He's holding an
a
upper hand
decision
in
by
this.
any High Command because session is going on in Karnataka as well as
Yes,
in Delhi.
absolutely.
And this is not the
There
right
was
time
no
to take
session
a
in the last
decision
10 days.
of a power
But
change.
this has
No,
been
but
prolonged.
yeah,
This has been
Dr.
prolonged
Sudha
since the
Kamini, you want to say
session.
something?
Yeah. See, I'll tell you, DK Shivkumar has always been talking about brand Bangalore issue, and today the discussion was only about the brand watches, what they're wearing, both of them wearing the same watches, more than 30 lakhs Cartier watches and all, okay? And to put forward as a humorous thing, I'll tell you what Khargeji is telling that the High Command will take a decision, and Siddaramaya also telling the High Command whatever they tell. It is like as if the High Command is making them dance on his fingertips. It is like लाच मेरे बुलबुल चेयर मिलेगा तो पैसा बहुत मिलेगा. This is what is happening, and the entire world is noticing what the show they are putting up. It is ridiculous what they are showing to the entire world, that one of the progressive state like Bangalore, which has contributed for nation building, is in such a pathetic state today.
Okay.
Sorry for the sorry for all the garbages, the small issues, the vocals
know,
of all the
Karnataka,
topmost
but one
entrepreneurs
has to
are
be-
put down.
We know BJP,
The issues of Bengaluru have been across government.
though they are in opposition
No,
party,
but
what
Dr.
kind of
Sudha has a
differences
point.
they have and how they treated their state president, we know about it.
No, but sir, the fact that the two leaders are fighting in this manner and the High Command with each passing day is not able to impose a decision is not a good look. R.K. Upadhyay, what do you think is going to happen when the two leaders come on December 8th to Delhi? What is going to happen? Because right now, Mallikarjun Kharge, who made that promise to D.K. Shivakumar, he faces a credibility crisis.
Absolutely, Shiv. See, unless Rahul Gandhi is also in that meeting, and then Sonia also should be there to confirm the fact that whether there was any agreement or any promise made to Shiv Kumar that he will get the second half of the term. So unless that is clarified, there will be no solution to this. But I have a feeling that Siddaramaya is playing very well, and he knows what Rahul Gandhi feels. And Rahul Gandhi, I don't think will let Siddaramaya go unless he's pushed.
Yeah.
But Shiv Kumar has lost all his cards. The last card that he had was this promise that, and that has been weakened now.
Yeah.
So when he goes to Delhi, what is he going to say? On what basis he will say that Siddaramaya should step down? So Siddaramaya is on a very strong wicket, and I don't think any solution can be found unless you pin him down to say when are you going to step down in favor of Shiv Kumar.
So it's more like a daily episode, daily soup of serial.
And they don't want to.
I'm out of time. All I'll say is it looks like it's advantage Siddaramaya at this point of time. Has D.K. Shivakumar expended all his ammunition so far? Will he have to once again eat humble pie and put down his weapons, or will there be a promise made and promise delivered? I don't think so. Certainly, Kharge's guarantee in Karnataka is not working. Thank you very much, Dr. Hanumanthayya,
Exactly.
Dr. Sudha,
Thank you so much.
R.K. Upadhyay, very much for being with me here tonight on India Matters. And now on to our next story. Easily one of the biggest weaponry success stories of Operation Sindoor is the Russian-built S-400 air defense missile system. And I'll tell you why I'm talking about it tonight. 5 regiments of this missile were ordered from Moscow in 2018 as part of a $5.5 billion deal. During India's offensive operations in May this year, the S-400 detected, tracked and shot down multiple Pakistani aircraft hundreds of kilometers inside Pakistani airspace and ensured complete air power dominance over that country. It was so effective and proved such a powerful deterrent that India is now seeking 5 more S-400 regiments. An Indian S-400 regiment consists of 16 launcher vehicles divided into 2 batteries, with each battery activated by a command and control system and surveillance and engagement radar vehicle. Now I'll tell you the reason why I'm telling you about the S-400. Because President Vladimir Putin of Russia is heading to India. He's here on the 4th and 5th of this month. The military main course is something else entirely. It's not the S-400. While the S-400 is clearly being expanded, as I just told you, the main dish on the table when Putin is here is the S-400's far superior successor, the S-500 Prometheus. Now, this is not merely an improved upgrade, but a vastly different weapon system with far superior and expanded capabilities. Crucially, unlike the S-400 deal, the S-500 is being pitched as a co-production agreement that will see an Indian partner team up with Russia to manufacture the S-500 right here in India. Now, the S-400 gives India air dominance. The S-500 is designed to give India air, missile and near space dominance. And the difference between the two is not cosmetic. Take a look at some of the numbers. The S-400 has a range of about 400 kilometers, while the S-500 stretches to roughly 600 kilometers. The S-400 intercepts targets up to 30 kilometers in altitude, while the S-500 intercepts targets up to 180 to 200 kilometers, that is in the near space layer. The S-500 is a major level up in terms of what it can track and shoot down as well. The S-400 counters aircraft, drones and cruise missiles, while the S-500 counters all of the above plus long-range ballistic missiles and is said to be effective against hypersonic glide vehicles too, though this remains in the realm of claim. While the S-400 supports theater air defense like it did during Operation Sindoor, the S-500 supports national-level air ballistic and hypersonic defense. The missiles used by these two systems are very different as well. And despite its formidable performance parameters, the S-400 handles tactical and operational threats, while the S-500 is built to handle strategic threats and hopefully future hypersonic warfare. The S-400 protects airspace over regions and sectors, while the S-400, like I said, protects entire cities, strategic infrastructure and command nodes across the nation. The S-400 is proven to integrate very well with India's intricate air defense network, which comprises an entire buffet of international systems ranging from India's own Akash to the Israeli MR-SAM and the Spider systems. The S-500 could potentially be India's biggest ever single weaponry deal with Russia, and it will come up for discussion when President Putin arrives in India 2 days from now. Joining me live to discuss this, Air Marshal Sanjeev Kapoor. He's a former pilot and an Indian Air Force veteran. He's been in very senior positions within the Indian Air Force. Air Marshal Kapoor, welcome. Good to see you. President Putin arrives here a couple of days from now. Lots of chatter about defense deals as always, because those have been the backbone of the strategic relationship between the two countries. Whether it is aircraft, whether it is submarines, whether it is all manner of systems. But the S-500, which is a vastly improved version of the S-400, Air Marshal Kapoor, we can confirm here on NDTV is very much on the table. The Russians want to do a co-production kind of deal for this highly advanced future-facing missile system. Your first thoughts, sir?
Shiv, I was with you in studio on 15th of August this year, covering Independence Day, when the Honorable Prime Minister said about Sudarshan Chakra.
Yeah.
And I remember after the parade, after the event, we covered this in detail for about half an hour in the studio. This is a step closer to that direction. India is now surely and systematically working towards its air defense network. We have S-400, like you covered, is primarily tactical and is limited capability. With vast success of S-400 in the Op Sindoor, wherein we took out a target at over 300 kilometers AEWC aircraft of the enemy. Now the turn has come to look at objects coming from space. We are, looking for hypersonic missiles, The Chinese just, in your program, I had come again in September when the Chinese parade took place in Beijing, wherein they showed their ICBM Dongfeng 17s and others. So how do we counter those kind of threats coming in? So this S500, we have already covered the primary things. For your viewers and for benefit of a common man, it's S400 on steroids. That is S500. So basically, it also has the similar 4 components, but they are so advanced. And Russia itself has started to manufacture and operationalize the first Squadron this year. So in case we are able to manage this deal, we would be the first country to get S500 other than the Russian Federation. And I'm sure Sudarshan Chakra in background, advantages of S400 that have come in, our threats in our neighborhood, both in the west and the north, and the alliances with the other countries which they have, we need a protection. For your benefit and viewers, about 15 cities was saved with S400. That is the rough estimate which the think tanks and analytics have put. So looking at the trajectory of our country, we need more such air defense equipments across our VAs and VPs to be. So in my opinion, this will be a game changer.
Very, very important points made by M. Marshal Kapoor, and I thank you for being with me. He will be part of our coverage when President Putin arrives here in India. A game changer, first of its kind of deal on the table. S-400 already proven, S-500 could be the next Brahmastra. Thank you, M. Marshal Kapoor, for that brief expert comment on this very, very important deal. Meanwhile, the suspense has ended over Imran Khan. That's right, it broke first here on NDTV. Imran Khan zinda hai. After weeks of speculation, after viral fake news about his death, his sister today has confirmed, Uzma Khanum has confirmed after meeting Imran Khan for 20 minutes that he is alive and well but is being mentally tortured. Now, the truth of the matter is Imran Khan sitting isolated in some jail cell at the Adiala prison in Rawalpindi has made the entire machinery of Pakistan bow to the family of Imran Khan. The suspense has now ended over Imran's health after this became a global story.
मगर जहनी वो उन्होंने बड़े गुस्से में थे, कहते हैं कि हमें ये मेंटल टॉर्चर कर रहे हैं और सारा दिन कमरे में बंद, थोड़ा सा बाहर जो निकल सकते हैं, कोई किसी से कम्युनिकेशन नहीं, कहते हैं ये आसिम मुनीर जिम्मेदार है, ये सब कुछ हो रहा है। बाकी
कितनी देर मुलाकात रही है मैडम आपकी? अच्छा, सेहत उनकी ठीक है?
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह।
From Pakistan, Abdul Samad Yaqub, who's a founding member and spokesperson of the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf. Major Nadeem is a strategic affairs analyst and commentator from Pakistan. Welcome to you both. Mr. Yaqub, your thoughts today on the suspense ending over your leader's well-being inside the jail?
Well, first of all, I would like to pay thanks to the international community, the international media, for showing the concerns, for raising the voice. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been possible that her sister was able to meet Imran Khan.
Yeah.
Because of this much pressure from the international community and the human rights organizations for showing the concern, this is why they have bent down and they have allowed Imran Khan's sister to meet. And thankfully, thanks to God that he's doing well, but he's subjected to a mental torture, which has been lasted for a month. I mean, he is completely isolated. Solitary confinement is against all the humanitarian laws, all the humanitarian grounds. I mean, it is no prisoner is allowed to get a solitary confinement. So this is an absurd situation. I mean, this is a great violation of the human rights. And you also must raise the voice against this solitary confinement.
No, we've been reporting on this consistently. Major Nadeem, the PTI and Imran's family, they're pointing a finger at the army to which you belonged and the government in Pakistan and said that, you are torturing Imran Khan, you're terrified of him, you're scared of him, and it's only because of international pressure that you have finally had to, humble yourself and open the prison cell and allow the family inside to see him.
Okay, now the speculations have already been ended, and you people or Abdul Samad Saab were anxiously waiting for this event that at least his sisters should be allowed to meet. Now his sisters has visited him and met him, and she said the only thing she said that he is alone inside the room. He is in prison. He is not enjoying in five-star hotel. Though he is in Mauj Masti, he is getting food from home, right? And he is safe and secure. At least now your speculations, your rumors, which was created by your country and the Afghanistan, now has been ended. And soon you will see the regular meetings will start, right? Because if they don't allow anybody, it is because of some reasons, because there are a lot of considerations for the civil administration. First of all, please do remember there is nothing to do as far as the military or armed forces are concerned. They have nothing to do with the Imran Khan. Imran Khan is convicted by the NAP code. He's confined in the Adiala jail under civil administration, under IG
Mr. Yaqub,
jail.
Imran
right?
Khan is not in a five-star hotel, so how can you expect instant clarifications from inside the prison, says Major Nadeem, formerly of the Pakistan
He
Army.
has been given.
Follow the
He
rules.
has been,
I mean, to be
He
very
says, why are you
honest, I
creating
feel it
I am
very.
going to ignore his allegation about India creating this issue because that is below my dignity. But yes, Mr. Yaqub, how would you respond to that?
Well, personally, I find it very disgraceful statements by Major Nadeem Saab, and I believe, in my personal opinion, it is unnecessary to reply his lies. I mean, that army has nothing to do with this situation, that military dictator has nothing to do with, then who else is the responsible for all this mess? I mean, who to blame?
the police, the civil administration.
Come on, Major Saab, at least don't live in the state of denial. At least admit that, yes, the real board of contention is between the military and the Imran Khan.
This is the reason that Imran Khan. This is the reason that Imran Khan is there since last 2.5 years, because of this stand. Because you are diverting anything related to Imran Khan, the negative thing towards the military rulers, right? And
So
you
that's
know
the reason if Imran Khan has an opinion about if Imran Khan has an opinion about the military, that's why he's in the jail. You yourself admitting that because Imran Khan has a negative opinion about the military, that's why he's in prison for the 2.5 years,
Please
2.5
listen,
years.
let me complete.
Yeah, that is an
I just
admission.
wanted to say the elected government take advantage of this. And they realize that because of he is having divisions with the army, so this is the time to
Major
keep him.
Saab,
Because
what the current government has to do with the Imran Khan? I mean, was Bhutto hanged by the civil leadership or the military dictator? Was Benazir Bhutto was assassinated under the civil leadership or the military dictator?
Samad bhai, Bhutto's decision was the court decision.
These
Though it
courts are,
was later on reviewed.
then it was declared as a judicial murder. Then it was declared as a judicial murder. Then it was
Samad bhai, whatever.
all the secrets are revealed now. Even Supreme Court has.
It was reviewed by the same court, the Supreme Court, and he was given the verdict by the Supreme Court. Similarly, here, the more you go to Indian channels, the more the Indian channels will support him.
Do we have an independent judiciary?
Your stand is negative, is against the army, the more
my stand is realistic. My stand is based on the facts. You are in the state of denial. I mean, you have to admit at least you should accept some of the truth. I mean, not 100%, but at least 5 to 10%.
But what happening? The elected government, the Nawaz League, taking advantage of this, right? They are taking advantage of this. They know that you are giving statements against the army. You and he himself, the leader, is giving statements against the army. The sisters are giving the statements against the military. So they take the advantage. They are happy. They are laughing. They are clapping. And same goes to the Indian channels. The more Indian channels will support him, the more he will suffer.
You are being confused. You are appearing to be confused whether Imran Khan is being incarcerated because of Nawaz Sharif because of the cases or because of the military dictator? You yourself are getting confused.
But Major
I mean,
Nadeem, you're actually confirming many of the things that Imran Khan, has been accusing the army of, persecution for his views,
No,
for
he
opposition
they
of
can
the army,
please.
etc. See, I will not take you on you accusing channels, sir. That is your standard response. I will respect you as our guest and not take you on that. But my simple question is, for 4 weeks this tamasha has been running, viral videos, misinformation, fake news. Surely you have to admit that the only reason the army and the military and the government in Pakistan finally allowed Dr. Uzma Khanum inside the Adiala prison in Rawalpindi is because there were protests, there was international support, this was making Pakistan look really bad because Imran Khan is an international figure. You were looking bad, the heat was rising, that's why you were shamed into allowing this old lady into the prison. It's nothing more than that.
Both the parties are rival parties.
No process takes 4 weeks when it comes to a former Prime Minister, sir.
Sirji, both the parties are rival political parties.
Yeah.
What Imran Khan has been doing when he was in the power, every single lady of the Nawaz League was in jail. And he used to laugh.
But that doesn't
he was
justify this,
standing
sir.
on the truck and
But
he used to
you're
act
confirming
like
that it
a
is
playboy.
vendetta. You're confirming that it is vendetta, sir. That it is personal.
actually, no case was filed against Sharif family under our government, under Imran Khan's rule.
Samad,
The
all the
cases
ladies,
were filed
everybody was in
before
jail.
we came into
Even
the power.
Rana Sanaullah was in jail due to
Only Rana
anti-narcotics case.
Sanaullah
Then he was carrying
was
heroin.
put and see, two wrongs cannot make one right.
Yeah.
If Rana Sanaullah was in prison, that was wrong. So you have to admit. I am admitting it here on the
Who was
in front
Calibri
of
Queen?
you.
Who was
Yes.
Calibri Queen?
No, that was wrong.
Okay, I'm out of time.
So that was wrong.
You did
That
not
was wrong.
allow them in the funeral of his father, of his mother.
Okay.
Okay. Of Maryam Nawaz.
Not we,
right? And
you
Nawaz
guys.
Sharif's
The
father.
end game is
You
the end
military
game.
guys,
Gentlemen, I'm out of
not
time.
us,
Samad
not
and
political
Major
leadership.
Nadeem, I'm out of time. I apologize. I have to cut you off because I'm only out of time. We will continue this conversation, but I have to say, at least the story is over as far as the speculation on whether Imran Khan is dead or alive is concerned. He is very much alive, mentally tortured, isolated, clearly a situation where the Pakistan establishment had to bend to its knees and open the jail cell so that his condition could be revealed to the world, and that is because of public pressure and international support for Imran Khan's family. We leave it there for the moment. And finally tonight, viewer, I want to talk about something that has sickened and disgusted the entire region. My tweet this afternoon exposing how the Pakistan government sent plane loads of expired food as relief material to cyclone-hit Sri Lanka has triggered a viral storm of disgust and global anger. Pakistani shipments of expired essential food items sent to people who have lost everything. Food items that had expired over a year ago in 2024. My social media post forced the Pakistan High Commission in Sri Lanka to delete its own post, the very post that exposed the expiry dates printed on these relief packages. And what happened next was even more shocking. Citizens dug deeper and discovered this was not the first time Pakistan sent expired food to Afghanistan after the floods. Pakistan sent expired supplies to Turkey after the earthquake. Pakistan has done this more than once. It is a clear pattern, not a one-off. Now, this is of course a total collapse of quality control, even in matters of essential survival. It proves that Pakistan is an unreliable and dangerous entity in the humanitarian space. Had Sri Lanka distributed those expired packages in refugee camps or relief camps in Sri Lanka, it could have triggered a food poisoning epidemic among the very people who are fighting to stay alive. When a terror state tries to help, even the help becomes a threat. Let there be no diplomatic sugarcoating tonight. No country anywhere should accept relief material from Pakistan without checking every seal, every label, every expiry date. Because what happened in Sri Lanka could have killed children who were already homeless and starving. Now compare that to India. While Pakistan endangers victims with out-of-date rations, India has rescued hundreds of Sri Lankans, evacuated villages in advance, and delivered tons of high-quality relief and rescue material, medical supplies, checked, certified, and monitored. India acted like a genuine partner in crisis. Pakistan acted like a careless pretender, desperate to be seen as a helper without doing the basic minimum that humanitarian aid demands. Thanks very much for watching India Matters tonight. I'll see you at the same time tomorrow. The buck stops here with Padmaja Joshi is next.
The front lines of Kargil. The fury of Operation Sindhu.
So many attacks.
The chaos and cries of disaster zones. To fighter jet cockpits. And the world's most defining interviews.
It's incredible.
He has seen history break. Live. Unfiltered. 20,000 hours of live broadcasting.
Welcome to Left, Right and Centre.
Hard facts.
War-struck country.
Hard questions.